I found a romance manga that reignited my love for this genre because it made me feel the rush of emotion and excitement that you first get, the dread and shock of betrayal. This romance manga is one that you don't want to miss. But let me warn you, there are some interesting downsides that I want you to be aware of. I've been in this anime game for around 8 years and manga for around 6 years now. But specifically, I've been focusing on romance anime and manga. I mean, is this something to brag about? No, that's a different story. This is definitely an interesting hobby. But over these years, I've been able to tell what a good romance manga is, what a bad one is, when we'll get an anime, and when it won't. And in this case, I want to tell you about I Was Supposed to Never Fall in Love with You. And I hope that title got your attention. Let me give you the actual plot. There's this pretty gal girl. It's the typical pretty popular one at school. And there's a recluse, this otaku. They keep calling him the otaku, who doesn't like her at all. But during a school trip, they have a small interaction by the convenience store. And that's where the romance begins. My opening thoughts when reading this manga is that it's nothing special. I've read so many, I've seen enough tropes to know what's gonna happen. And at the start, yeah, I was gonna drop it. But there was something that held me in its clutches. Maybe it was the art style, because the art style is really good. The art style isn't anything flashy, isn't the best, but it gives you a comfort feel, which not many mangas do. And here's the thing, even in the romance, the main character and the main girl don't really have anything crazy, nothing flashy about their romance. And so maybe that's why I like it. The main point I want to make with this video, the main reason why I recommend it, is because it's so real. It feels genuine, like no other romance manga did. In real life, relationships aren't something that happens so crazy. It's about the little things that happen. And in most animes, most mangas, in the romance genre, it's all about, oh, I fell on top of you and now we're making out on the ground. No, this manga keeps it very simple, and it starts with small interactions and what they think of these interactions. The first is that the guy gives up his shoes because he sees that the girl has high heels. And this may seem like, oh, like Wookie, if you just told me that it wasn't anything flashy. But I'm telling you, the guy had trouble with it. Obviously, it's not easy to give up your shoes for a girl that you've never met before. Nevertheless, a girl who thinks you're weird all the time. But he does. After contemplation, after he looks at her heels, he decides to give up his shoes. And this is not some sacrificial, this is not some Christ-like action. But it is a small, real, and believable action that really sets this manga apart. And like I said, their interaction started small, with giving up your shoes. And next, it progresses little by little. Not by all of a sudden I fell in love with the guy who gave me shoes. Little by little, she gives back the shoes, she washes them, they walk home together. They see each other on the subway every Wednesday. And that's what builds a real romance. And this is exactly how it is in real life. It's not something crazy, life-changing, but it's little things. And when those who are committed to love and romance continue to do those little things for one another, it actually builds a romance, a genuine feeling of love. And I think that's what I felt as the reader. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel pushy that, oh my gosh, these guys are in a relationship. These guys are in a relationship. The main guy, I should know his name. Iijima? Irijima? I don't know. It's a manga, so I never heard his first name. But he remains the otaku, he remains the recluse, while the girl continues as the gal, the popular girl. And even at school, they just have a glance at one another through the corner of their eyes. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing mind-blowing of, we're gonna make out in the middle of school. It's real. Another thing that I loved about this manga was that their interactions and their little talks were so cute. It was, the main guy has his little quirk of saying that she's cute and it's slipping out of his mouth, and the girl getting all flustered. These are little cute things. It doesn't have the banter of Oregairu, it doesn't have the banter of Rascal Does Not Dream. But it has its own unique little conversations where their talk is nice and cute. Yeah, sometimes it falls into the shallow category, but it's still real, genuine, cute. I think those are 3 things I want you to take away from this manga, and that's what reignited my love. Another thing is just the author's writing. He makes these main characters feel like actual people, going off of the idea of, oh, this is real, this is a real manga. What ignited my love again for romance was because of the author's writing. These characters don't feel so far off in the future, like so far with their dazzling beauties and dazzling like qualities. These guys are like, they have their weaknesses, they have what makes them human. The main guy, Ijima, like I said, when he gives up those shoes, it's a back and forth in his mind of, should I do it, should I not? Will I look like I'm a bum? Will I look like I'm trying to be like overly nice so I could get in their pants? He has these real thoughts, but he still chooses to be that kind guy. And in the climax, he must forgive. And his main difficulty is the fact that he heard her talking smack about him. And he knew deep down that she didn't actually mean it. And Kitoka, even if I'm butchering that name, guys, I'm sorry I'm butchering that name, but even she's really nice. She gives off the vibe of the popular girl and the one who gossips and doesn't care. This very stereotypical popular girl. But deep down, she's kind. She wants the better for Ijima. She wants the better for her friends. And this video title is gonna be something about reigniting my passion for romance. And the main reason why is because of that feeling. Obviously, it's about how good the writing is, how good the art style captures my head, but it's the actual feeling of a romance that makes romance so beautiful. So let me tell you, like, the feeling I got from I Was Never Supposed to Fall in Love with You was it felt like Horimiya, reading Horimiya all the way back in 2020 all over again. That feeling of kicking your feet, giggling, that was the feeling I was having as I read this manga. And it does it in a very special way. It does it in a way that's better than Horimiya, I would even say. Because Horimiya, the main characters, felt too good to be true. They were too perfect. And they were unrelatable. Not realistic. But here with Kitoka and Ijima, they feel like they're genuine people. Would I be friends with either of them? Probably not. Maybe I would be. Probably not. But they're real. And I think that's what makes this manga so beautiful. So, my final recommendations for those who want to have that feeling of kicking your bed as you read the manga, then this is perfect for you. For those who want a crazy romance where it's kind of like a solo leveling vibe of the guy is insanely perfect and the girl is insanely perfect and they're just a perfect power duo, then this is not for you. This is a slow, cute, real manga with characters that you get attached to in 45 chapters, and that's a little bit of a spoiler. And this is the downsides that I want to talk about now. Like halfway through the manga, it felt as though the mangaka was giving up on his work. And I'm not gonna say that I understand why. I'm not gonna say that this was his original vision or this was not his original vision. But it clearly felt around like chapter. Yeah, this spoilers by the way. Clearly around chapter 20 to 30, it felt as though he knew that he wanted to end the manga, and he does it in such a swift way that it kind of shocked me. Suddenly, Ijima is gonna go to college, and suddenly, school is ending just like that. And this climax that has been building up of the fact that he thinks that she betrayed him, I felt like it was just the climax until they confess to one another. Little did I know that this was the final climax of the entire manga. And I think that caught me off guard. I think that is why I can't put it as high as I wanted to. Usually I could tell when a manga is going to become an anime. I've been right with Allah Doesn't Speak Russian or Speaks Russian, or I forgot what the title is. I've been right with that with Blue Box. I've been right with Fragrant Flowers. I've been right with The Love Game, the new anime that's come out. So every single time I know an anime or I know a manga, and like every single time I feel as though I know when a manga will become an anime. And this one, I thought it would have become an anime if it continued just a little longer. And obviously I don't know if it would have. Honestly, I don't know if the publisher would have liked it, blah 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 blah. But I saw so much potential in it. And I'm a little disappointed that it ended in such an abrupt manner. Do I think that it's better than Horimiya? No. Do I think that this is better than 90% of romance mangas? Yes. I think that this was a special romance manga. Let me tell you, I'm a senior in high school now, and I was reading this all throughout before AP testing or like a big national test time. And I dropped it when AP testing began. And I picked it up just a couple of days ago. And the feelings that it rushed back into me. Maybe I'm glazing a little too much when you guys read it. You're gonna be like, oh, this is a mid as hell. But let me tell you, this show is impressive. It's cute. It's real. It's something that it won't change the world. It's not gonna be a JJK that radicalizes the entire world. It's not gonna be like Attack on Titan. It's not gonna be like Horimiya. It's not gonna be like Oregairu. But if you need something that can light that romance passion in you, if you need something that can spark that love for anime again, read this manga, because I was never supposed to fall in love with you. I mean, that was a really bad ending. I thought I could kind of do what the animes do, where they have the title at the very end. Yeah, I thought I was cooking, but clearly I wasn't. But let me tell you, I'll be making more videos. I'll be making more interesting content on anime, manga. Tell me what you want, because I really want to help you guys. I want to be able to be a reviewer before you guys get into shows or after you got into a show. So let me know anything that you want to see. I'll see you next time. Check out these other videos that I made a little while back. Bye bye.